streak or, they're hot, but they did beat some quality teams. I mean, they beat Michigan State. They beat Purdue by like 15 points. They lost to Michigan by only 3. But then you lose, I think it was to UCLA. So like there's a weird, there's like a weird loss in there. And then I went back to the beginning of the season. I'm like, what's going on in the beginning of the season? But lately it seems like they're looking pretty good. I guess we'll talk about the coach after, about a coach that I guess I heard Indiana is interested in. So I guess I'll kind of get your thoughts on how Indiana's playing later and how they're looking, on the way to the tournament.
Yeah, they look a little bit better here lately. I think Woodson has cleaned the lineup a little bit. He's playing 2 bigs together a lot early in the season, and here lately he's kind of went to just playing 1 big at a time, and that seems to have helped the flow of the team. So if they can continue to do that and play this little bit better brand of defense they've been playing here lately, then I think they can get enough wins together to make the tournament. They're a talented team. I mean, physically they match up against well against just about anybody in the country. Umar Ballo's a big center who can cause problems down low. He's a load. They have a lot of athletes and guys who are quick. Probably lacking in the shooting department. We have a little trouble hitting the three ball sometimes, but we're getting better at that. We have a couple players who can hit the threes, but yeah, playing better here lately, and I think they're coming together a little bit at the right time. So hopefully, if they can win a couple more games and then win a game in the Big Ten tournament, I think they will be in the big dance. So, and then anything can happen. It's one of those weird teams where this team could not make the tournament, or they could like turn around and do something crazy and get to like the Sweet 16 or further. Like they are talented enough to get that far, but we'll see. A lot of it depends on who they play and at what time. And you never know. I mean, some teams catch lightning in a bottle and just go on a tear. Seeing it, it'd be like the most unexpected thing to happen, but it could,
Yeah.
They are one of those teams. So I would say that, they're such a swing in their mentality sometimes. It's like, man, they could really hit the floor and not get in the tournament at all, and really just crap the bed here in the last few games, or they could go on a run and surprise everybody and just do something that nobody even expected them to do. So I hope they do. I mean, I never root against Indiana to do good things. I'm not real optimistic about the situation, but I do hope that they send Coach Woodson out on a good note, man. I really do. Like, make the tournament, do something, send him out, like, just save his legacy, because I think as a player, like, his legacy will be fine. It's just people are not happy with what's going on at the moment. But, when the years pass and people look back on everything, we'll be just fine with Mike Woodson and what he's done with IU basketball. It's just, people aren't happy with the coaching at the moment. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, they're an interesting team. Little Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde there. Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. There's always that team that makes a tournament or makes, even the playoffs in another sport, and they win a game or two, or they make a deep playoff run or a deep tournament run, and it's like, okay, interesting,
Somebody makes
and that makes it exciting too. Yeah. I feel like when your expectations and your hopes are low and then your team plays well, that's the best feeling, because when your expectations are high, it's more stressful. It's more like, okay, we aren't playing well. Okay, we lost this game, we lost that game. I feel like you get a lot more picky. But I think when you're the underdog and you're not expecting much, it's a much more enjoyable and fun ride, because you don't expect it. You don't necessarily expect it. But when your team is top of the line and you're expecting them to do really good, I mean, it's kind of like, and they don't perform exactly to what you're thinking, or close to it. It's like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? It's more frustrating. Like you know what I'm getting at there? Like,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, just you got to have a championship mentality, my man. You got to want those big moments, and you got to want to play in those games.